Alright, everything seems to be working. Right. Alright, hello everybody and welcome back. Huh? That's better. Let me just press this. No, not that button apparently. That's better. Camera is not looking good. Let me adjust the lights. Well, almost. Oh, hello, there's already 3 viewers. Didn't expect that one. Alright, where was I? Alright, Pokemon Uranium and Cold Hands. I also need to adjust that light I see in the cabinets. Well, it seems about right. Yeah, so it seems fine. Alright. Almost 30 hours of IV. Really? It's been way too long for it to be still this size. Why did no time pass? Also, I already got a cookie. Well, it's not really a cookie, but I'm not sure what to call this. And I should close this. That's better. More SPTVs on the way. Good point. Fear I can use flash. Well, by the way, I had my appointment at the dentist today. No cavities, no nothing. So I'm good for another half a year. Another growth, aren't they? Well, you better not have a arena trap this time. It doesn't. Good. And I forgot to take the item from Timon. Right, switch. Alex, you show me what you can do. I need to reload this for a sec. No, not fight. Pokemon switch to Walter. The stream is way more behind than usual. It seems like. I'm not sure. Let's see. Wave. Alright, so about 8 seconds behind. Okay, clear. Actually, that might not be as bad as it has been in previous iterations. Speed EV. Good. Now let's see, Timon, what do you have for me? An antidote. To be expected. Oh. Shouldn't press that button. Alright, this stream's good, looking good, yes. Well, that's taken care of. I keep wanting to take my phone. But that's my camera. And this is just, you know... This doesn't do anything. And I keep wanting to pick it up. And do something with it, because I'm not used to doing as little as I am right now. Pokemon. Switch to Timon. Please let me switch. It allows me to switch. Good. Wait. Huh. This still has charge. I have no idea when I last charged this. Look, it's still... Like... The lamps are still on. To say, ah yes, I'm on. Not many devices can do that now. Even in like a sleep mode, they don't stay on for this long normally. Anyway, I did Alex to Vera and then Rappy. Would be nice if more people came here though. Maybe double check something. Okay. Okay, let's do. Huh? Okay. Rappy is good. Stop looking there. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay, take the item from Timon again. Ultra Ball, good. Where's my shiny though? Like I'm over half the EVs for speed. At least, I'm pretty sure I am. But no speed EVs. Or over half, but no, I don't. That's I'm over half with the speed EVs, but still no shiny. Where's my shiny? Where's the shiny? You know, just a third. I mean, it's the only thing that makes the EV trading bearable. The possibility of getting a shiny and making the Nuzlocke easier with that as well, by simply having another Pokemon to choose from. No. Not a Toteمی. Another Dunsparce. Come on, get me the shiny or speed EVs for my party. Well, that's the speed EVs. No, not back. Let me. Yeah. Won't let me switch. Huh? The light thing is back. Let me. That's really strange. This is gonna be looking awful for a moment. Let me try something. Oh, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it might. Huh. So apparently there was something on the camera that was causing the lighting thing. Well, that's good then. super potion. I wish it gave an option to run beforehand. Oh no, a sand attack. Anyway, Alex, your turn. Take a good look at this Grozart, as how fast it's moving. And then Walter should take a look. Everybody should look how fast the Grozart is. Vera. Alright, everybody that needs PVVs, which is everybody in the party right now, has gotten them. Critical Emperor, huh? Lighting seems okay now. Though, yeah, camera could definitely be better, but money. Okay, let's see. Can I switch? I cannot. Which means bulldozing time. I still forgot to cut my mustache. I keep forgetting to do that. The fact that I have to switch but can't really does help with the EV things being right. Because every time I'm like, I actually have to hope that I can switch. And if it's not the right Pokemon, I can just switch and my mind already makes the thing with, oh, I don't have to hope because... And when I'm talking about something like that, I don't think about hoping it, so then of course it just doesn't work. You need to be desperate for it to work, for it to actually work. That's some jumps in logic, but it's video game logic. It doesn't have to make sense. Barul does kind of sound like an owl, though. Fingers crossed. Okay, well. Bulldoze it is. Level 20. Didn't Land Horse evolve at level 20? It does not. Then that's at a later level. Let's hope this one I can switch on. Yep, I can. Good. No, not fight. Switch again. I said switch again. I'm barely not doing too well with the time efficiency thing. Yes. Basically looking with... Ah yes, they all just moved one space down, which in the end makes Rappy on top, because he's in the last place of the party. And that means Timon has a new item. So give it to me. Good. I love a good Coke. Stop looking over there. If people want to interact, they'll interact. For now, it's just me playing Pokemon and mostly talking to myself. Okay, Grozart. Now, will you let me switch? It doesn't. Which means it's bulldozing time. You could have lived half a minute longer, but no, you had to trap me in your arena. Revive. Be honest, I know I get money from them, but the revives feel like a bad joke. One that got repeated one too many times. Mostly like the jokes I've been making in the stream. But what can you do about it? If you have to be if you're streaming and nobody's saying anything in chat, it's hard to be like the kind of streamer I want to be, I guess. Because I want to do interaction with chat and like talk with chat, but there ain't no chat here. Alright. Oh. I have to do something real quick. Quick. Be right back. Alright, nothing going on. Run. Barul, hey? Hey. Barul. Crowsards without arena trap or shinies. Come on, game, give them to me. Though I can no longer say the yes, I'm talking about it and it appears because I'm constantly talking about me wanting one. Gonna put that a bit softer. Good, Grozart. Yeah, that's it, I believe. Yes. I was like, wait, did it actually trigger? But yes, it did. I think I might have forgotten something else. Let me double check that real quick. Be right back. I had indeed forgotten to turn the sign. What sign? The I'm streaming sign. Which I've shown on stream before and I'll maybe do some other time again, if people actually ask about it. For now, it's on the door telling people I'm streaming. The sign is always on the door, but I like rotate it like a store sign. That doesn't really matter. See, mod slap kills already as well. Okay, take the item from Timon again. Max repel. Not too shabby. I think I might have eaten too much today though. Like, yeah. Come on, game. Give me the things I want. I would like to go start doing something else besides walking back and forth In a cave. Speaking about building things in the cave. How far is the construction process? Look at those EVs. I built those in a cave without a bunch of scraps. Okay. Yes, I like that, okay. I liked it. I thought I was funny. Probably more cringy, but I thought it was funny. Yes, switch. Keeping like, what do I need to do kind of thing. Huh? Oh right, they're already there. Meanwhile, I'm having a problem just sitting still even. Let me try fiddling with stuff again to like try and not be as hyper. Full heal, that's good. The rule, but yeah, but the rule definitely sounds like an owl. Nope, didn't need to press that again. But that button is just in its way from one control to another. Specifically between the enter and the arrow keys. Dude, those are speed EVs that I'm be wanting. Then it didn't take the double arrow. Well, that's 8 more encounters added to the list. And that's a regular autonomy. Okay, that's better. Come on. Think. What do I do? I have to run. Come on. Listen to the sounds. Burrow. Yes, that's my Pokemon, the Growzart. One to left, run. Running all the way left. Yeah, that's what I didn't recognize. Okay, clear. that one I recognized. But then again, I also have my eyes open, though barely. Okay, show me that I can switch, please. Good, I can switch. Curious though, how much? 65, so that means a maximum of 11 encounters left, and then Alex becomes level 10. Not only that, I'm pretty sure Alex evolves at level 10. I'm not sure about the moveset. Ugh. My apologies. It's unseemly to. Actually, I covered myself really well, so. But still, it's not considered appropriate to yawn like that. Just out in the open at the very least. But yeah, sometimes you can't help it. No, run. Eyes to infinity. And just work until you get the thing. Is there anything I can do to... Actually, let me just... Alright, nothing to do there, so that's fine. Oh. Good. Can finally switch. If Alex gets scratched, I probably have to go to the Poke Center. Come on, sharpen your vision. Attack valet. That shouldn't be a problem. Come on, Raffi, your turn. Now show this Grozart how it's done. It's a 2B ground type. Ah, that ain't good. But yawning already. It's not even 10. I just realized nothing came out of my hands today thus far. Because of the dentist appointment. That's not good. Okay, let's see. Can I swap? I cannot. Understandable. Kind of. Nope, walk back. Let's see. Baru. No idea why I did that long way around. Well, at least I'm no longer yawning, but not sure this is right either. Probably not. Oh, that hurt though. Yes, I was actively biting my thumb. Because, yes, I'm yawning, I'm not doing too well. Let me just inflict pain to stay awake. Not bad. No. 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 Stop it. No inflicting yourself pain to not yawn. Timon, your turn. Yep, this is the last battle. Just because not wasting orange berries. And this time Walter didn't get damaged at all. It's always one or the other, but not both. Well, of course it's always one or the other, but like normally it's like that, it's close, but this time it's not close at all. No, not run. I almost ran. That would have been bad. Pokemon, team on, give me your item. An escape rope. Now you telling me you want to escape or something? A rule? You know, maybe not sitting in a chair will help for the yawning and stuff. Let me get in a bit more of an active position, I guess. Which is standing on my knees, I guess. It doesn't help too much thus far, but... Oh, my bad. Let me reposition this a bit. Oh, the switching succeeded. Fine, it only risks a wrong barrier, but I forgot to swap anyway. Or to heal. Oh, that... Okay. Now, this really is the last encounter. Switch in Rappy and head towards the exit. I ate the reset counter, apparently. And I should probably save. Okay, now it's good. Okay, Pokemon. Summary. $56 more. And them a bit more than that, but yeah. And then I need to do as much as I have already done for them. Oh, only one, maybe two fights for Mankey. Well, let's go back to the cave. Okay, Pokemon, go on, team on. Yes, I can switch. No arena trap. Alex's turn. What's there? Nothing there. Okay. Walter. Vera. And after that, Rappy. Okay. And flame body triggers. Actually, why I'm saying of course like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. Wait, how are my shoulders? They seem out of balance. Anyway, I forgot to do the thing with Vera. I might as well take the antidotes from Timon. Accidentally presses cancel. Just have to. Right. Now what? Ptolemy. Ptolemy is fine. Let's see, can I switch? I can, good. Alright, time for the entire switcheroo. And let's see what's going on here. Can I push this a bit away further? No. Guess all I can do then is go a bit more towards this side instead. I need to switch my Pokemon. And I guess I could do this to get it out of view. Dinner almost came up. And not in the let's talk about it way. Walter to level 11, good. Tell me, Walter, how are your stats looking? Vitals. Okay. Defense still sucks though. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, his defenses suck. But the yawning did stop now that I'm no longer just sitting. because I'm physically doing something a bit more, I'm no longer as tired. Well, not tired is the right word, but you know what I'm saying. So what else? I need to keep grinding the EVs, which will last approximately another 10 hours, I'd say. Which, while a shame, nothing can be done about it. What I will do, however, is... no, not that actually. I'll be right back. I need... this. And this one. And then there, and there. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, right. I have to click here. I wonder if it's showing the actual battery of my PC. Let's test that out. That means it's not, because it wasn't plugged in. And it hasn't been for some time, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me... I'll see in a moment. Oh, the water break is still on. Why did nobody tell me? Back there, press that. Should probably plug that. Yeah, alright. It's a lot slower when that's not plugged in. Yes, fight Alex. Walter, yes. Pokemon, and then last but not least, I've said that many times before, Rappy. Sometimes you can just see the what am I doing? Mudslap didn't faint it? Alright. Yes, I pressed the wrong button, but nothing that would be cause of anything. Let's see. Antidote, fine, yes. And that's it. And run back and forth again, and I wish I was done already. But that's simply not gonna happen. So now we'll just have to go back and forth and back and forth. And a rule is not what I'm looking for. Still not what I'm looking for, even if it's a higher level. Not Grows Art. Is what I'm looking for, I just realized. Hopefully. Yes, it is. What's something? Is there anything I can do while EV trading? Because I have to do this for about 30 hours. It's getting a bit repetitive. No, I need summary. 18. 3 to 4 Pokemon. That means 4 most probably. No. Yes. Yes, it means 4. If I can switch to this. Which I can't. So it might be 3 to 4 still. Okay, let's go, 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 go. Okay, that's better. Barrel, that's not what I'm looking for, yet again. I wish stream wasn't so behind on what's actually happening, because then I could be looking at stream and playing from there instead of, look a bit more into the camera instead of what's happening right now. Wasn't there something else I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I was thinking of repositioning the camera so that there's more of me in view. But alright, I couldn't do that because I can't rotate the camera. Walter. He can tell me to shut up any moment. And I need to go to the Poké Center again. Because of Walter. Would make sense if you name a Pokemon after an old man, his health would decline faster. He says as last round it didn't increase at all. Scratch, eh? Well, Amber. Item, take antidote. Tony, yes. I almost wanted to say Tony, but that's not a Tony. Tony me is what it is. And let me save just to be sure. Yes, I would. Luckily, healthcare is free in the Pokemon universe. Something some people can only dream about. Laughs in European. Sweet cola. Right. Flash. He's flashing the bird. Well, that's the end of it. At least, yeah. A single drop. A rule. Oh yeah, I marked this video as educational because I'm supposed to be teaching people a bit of Dutch as well. So, horse, paard, and land, landpaard. Is Grocer just ground lizard? Why did I try to run? Tony, nothing in the... Not sure what the name is supposed to be there, if anything. None, nor with the rule. Let me think of something else that's somewhat related to stream as well. Right. Cave. God. Yes, Dutch is very much similar to German in the pronunciation things. But it's not the same. Definitely not the same. Not sure whether or not it's closer to English or German though. Oh, I'm also doing this, like behind the camera, but it's not visible really. Because it's too narrow even still. Is there a way to solve that? I would need to have it further away, I guess. Because if I do this, what happens to my camera? Let's see. It helps a bit, I guess. Then position it a bit more downwards. I can switch. Yes, but that does mean you can see this in the background, which doesn't look as neat. So let me just not do that. This can... yeah, actually might be fine. No, it's not fine. Still not fine. That should be good. Should be. Though it's mostly things behind me that you're now seeing more of, including the ceiling. Can I do this and you can still see my hand? Let's see. No. Oh wow, this is the furthest it can basically go. Oh wow, my eyes went to infinity again. Like just blank stare into the void. And my eyes might actually be a bit dry as well. Probably from staring at a screen. Ember. Now let's see, how much XP? 8. That would mean 2 more fights for Alex, I believe. 1 more fight for Alex. And then she will evolve, I'm pretty sure. So that's good. Yes. Switch. Can't switch. Okay, bulldoze it is. Wait, how much HP? Alright, both of them are fine. Luckily I could just barely catch it in the stream how much HP they had. Actually I could have seen it here as well. Also another revive, which is nice for more money, I guess. Alright, Grozart. Show me that you won't trap me. Good. No trap. Hiccups. And so Alex will go from a cup bug towards a puppy coon? Like puppy or pup coon? Like puppy and cocoon? Well, we shall see. Because after this fight, they should evolve. Sand attack, that's fine. Fight. Ember. Oh, attack misses. Let's try that one more time. Let's try that a third time. And maybe a fourth time. A fourth time. That's better. 6 XP. 6. Level 10. Max HP, attack, defense. Okay. 31, 18, 19, 14, 19, 18. So special attack is 14 and everything else is either 18, 19 or 31. With 31 being the hit points. Okay. Alex is indeed evolving. From cup bug to cup with couple fly? Okay. Now let me see your stats. So HP increased by another 2. And everything else went up except speed. Okay. Powers up bug moves in a pinch. I might be able to take advantage of that as well. Like this is the one I can take the most advantage of if I plan ahead. Right, taking the item from Timon. Other than that, back to getting speed EVs, which is gonna take a while. Also, I forgot to look if their typing changed. Alright, they are now a fairy bug instead of just bug. Good. Dunsparce. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, my apologies once more. Okay. Let's see if I can get those speedy Vs now then. Gross art, you say, eh? That's indeed speedy Vs. But it has arena trap, so I can't. Ugh. Now let's see. Another Dunsparce. Now I have to dun in my head again. You know, that one. And because of that, I now have the other one in my head. And with the other one, I mean the Inspector Gadget one. I should stop singing. Where was I? Right, Vera. Rappy has been doing all the fighting for quite a while though now. Like nobody else has been taking out growth arts. What's that? Ooh, that's a message. Sorry for the pinks, everybody. But I do need to look at these messages because these are important messages. Wait, what? So I missed the last 3 D&D sessions. And for some reason, the party is talking about it, like in the Discord, about making Asmodeus our lawyer because he was eating popcorn in the background last time, so he might find things entertaining enough to do so. What kind of session did I miss? We were fighting a necromancer. Actually, that for D&D logic, that's not too that's not too far-fetched. Right? They're sending more messages. Sorry about that. What's this? Okay. That should do. And hopefully I'm not getting pinks anymore. I say as I get another ping. Let me just try and turn that off. Alright, should no longer ping. I will see the pop-ups on my phone though, but it should no longer ping on the recording. So sorry about that. Totem looks so wholesome though. But it's so poisonous. Like, incredibly poisonous. Right, Vera. And after that, Rappy again. Sparkle. Let me just get up from the ground again. Okay. At least my fingers hurt less now. Or, fingers. Fingers? My knees. Can I do something about the keyboards? No, I don't think so. Because camera position wise, this is great. Like being a bit further away, I can spread my arms out a bit. I can do them above my head somewhat. Not that much though. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna sit on my chair again. Now, drove over my extension cord again. That isn't gonna boost the quality of them. Oh, and of course the wheels of my chair are in the wrong position. Yep, sorry about that. Oh, this is not good. After sitting on the ground like I did before, this chair is way too comfy. Tell me, eh? Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Really, I've only been streaming for 1.5 hours. It feels longer. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch that right now. Yes, I can switch. I can also do this. Or should be able to at least. Alex, which has severely boosted stats after their evolution. Like a... like a... let's see... 10? No, not 10. Actually... No. Yeah, actually, about a 10% boost. Which, not too shabby at all. Switch. Switch in Walter. And my camera is not correctly positioned. Camera position is hard when you're constantly moving, alright? Yes, switch, Vera, and then Rappy. So only Rappy left after this. No, I said I had to do Rappy still. I was already up at the point of selecting a move rather than just a fight button. And only because I was like, ah yes, go to Ember. I was like, wait, Ember ain't here. Ultra Ball's always nice. Let's see, how comfy can I get in this chair? Rather comfy. I probably shouldn't do that, should I? Okay. Now let's see. Growth Art. Should be able to switch. I am not. That means bulldoze. Right. Alex. Let's try to get the brain juices flowing a bit more while I'm doing stuff. So, what will Alex... what's Alex's moveset? I have no idea. Do I know Walter's? I know he has... focus energy. He has... what else does he has? Focus energy. Furry swipes. Low kick. Furry swipes, low kick, focus energy, and Leer. That's the moveset. Vera. Tackle. Actually, does she still have tackle? She has wing attack and air cutter. I'm pretty sure. She has flash and quick attack, I would say. Gust, not a wing attack. Okay, almost. And then of course Rappy has Scratch, Growl, Amber, and Mudslap. Scratch, Growl, Amber, Mudslap. That was the easiest because I see it the most often. Take the item from Timon. Okay. Now. For Land Horse. Which I'm fighting as well. At least I'm fighting Grozert. Scratch. Scent attack. Bulldoze. And Growl, I believe? No, Endure instead of Growl. Then... yeah, all of them I already said, so... no, actually not. Alex. What does Alex have? Charm. What else? Fairy Wind, Bug Bite, and Leer? No, Charm, Tackle, Fairy Wind, Struggle Bug. Charm, Tackle, Fairy Wind, Struggle Bug. Let's see if I can remember that. So for Walter, Freeze, oh, I should go heal. So Freeze swipes. Focus energy. Leer and low kick. Freeze swipes. Low kick, Leer and focus energy. Gust, Wing Cutter, Flash, and Quick Attack. Alright, then you've done them all. Except Timon. I didn't think about Timon at all. And I'm not actually sure that I remember what he has. Wait a second. It looks like I didn't switch him in either, because Land Horse is in second. So I guess I'll switch Timon in again just to be sure. So what does he have? I have absolutely no idea. Has it been that long since I used Timon that I don't even remember the entire moveset? Growl. Okay. Tackle. Makes sense. Charge and Thunder Shock. I can't hit him with the Thunder Shock, so it's gotta be Tackle. Level 15. Do you learn a new move? No. Okay. Well, that was to be expected. Well, actually, no, it wasn't expected. I really expected to be learning new moves with these levels. I mean, otherwise, normally I would have had to do the second gym with this team already. With this moveset? Alright, here. Okay. 44. And then most of the encounters are done. My apologies. Eye staring into the voids. Okay. Growth. No. No growth art. Can't believe I didn't get a shiny through the entire speed training arc. Also, Wednesday there's no stream because I have something to do with the local political party. Because Wednesday there's voting in the Netherlands for the local governments, for like city council throughout the entire country. And since I'm part of a political party, I'm supposed to be there when the votes get counted and people are gonna do stuff. Listen, Eve, political things are important. Especially at the local level, because it's a good way to help your local community. Even if it's simply by helping them shape the community. And I don't mean that I'm shaping it. I mean giving people a voice in how they want to shape it. And then enact those changes for the people. For them. I mean, that's why you have a democracy, right? So people can have people take care of their wishes for their communities. That's why you have it on a local level and on a national level. Though on a national level it's a lot harder to make all the voices or get everybody's voice heard, because it's just so far away from the people themselves. Whereas in local elections, it's much closer to the people. And the people you're voting for actually live in the community. And it's not just rich people deciding what should happen. which you often see in the national politics. Like, it's always in national politics, you often see that the people that are there have some kind of ulterior motives. So even, well, actually no, not ulterior motive. That's not the right way to put it. Let me put it this way: they always have more going on behind their campaign, or their. Actually, no, I'm not sure how to put it. Like, sure, in America that's the case. They have companies backing them, basically. But in the Netherlands, even though that's... yeah, that the parties have it. Like, the parties have companies backing them. Because, you know, if... But where in, like, for example, America, it's specifically the president themselves, for example. That is being backed by the companies. In the Netherlands it's often the party, but it's the other way around. Like, companies are backing a party because the party has something in mind that the company wants, rather than the other way around that you often see in America, there where the company wants something, so the political parties push it. But you do often see that afterwards then those politicians get a job as such company once they leave politics. Where in local politics that's not the case, because people actually have a job besides their political stuff that has nothing to do with the political things, because oftentimes people work outside of their local community. Because, you know, there's jobs outside of a village or town or city. Where was I? Right, all those because I can switch. But anyway, a local political party is a good way to serve your community. That's what I was getting at. And personally I would say, and that's very much a thing here in the Netherlands, you have local political parties without backing of national parties. And those are a lot more independent. AKA, they're not, you know, there's nobody above them saying, you should do this, you should do that. As such, those parties are truly free to focus on local issues. In case you haven't noticed, yes, I'm part of one such party, rather than one that also has a national branch. The only downside of that is you also don't have financial backing from a national party. Which, again, it's a trade-off. No financial backing, but also nobody telling you what to say. Which, in politics, nobody telling you what to say is kind of what you want. Because if you have people... Well, I shouldn't have switched. I should have gone to books. If you have nobody telling you what to say, you get a fairer... Well, not necessarily fairer. You get more democracy because there's no money behind what you're saying. And if you genuinely have the good of your community in mind, that's a lot easier when you're not being pressured, because otherwise you wouldn't get money. Like, all of this is maybe exaggerating some stuff. It probably is. But yeah, I'd say that it makes for more independent parties that are truly free to say what they want. Oh, I almost have 10 Pokemon in the Pokédex registered. And if I have 10, I could get a reward from Bambooey. Or Professor Bamboo. Was it Bamboo or Bambooey? I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's go to the shop as well to sell some stuff. Because I'm pretty sure I had some stuff to sell. Let me sell some of these as well. Oh no, not like that. Alright, here would have been the... How much do these cost anyway? Alright, those cost 10. Alright, so all berries are basically just 10. Can't believe those berries are still just sprouts though. Okay. I was about to say, now imagine if it's a nugget. But no, just a repel. Though I don't mind repels. Maybe in the future I'll be able to do something with them. For now though, not as much. Alright, Grows Arts. Please, no arena. No arena! No, keep switching. To be honest, I would love to see what a crit does against water, because they have the lowest defense. Which would then allow me to see what I might have to do against Alton, which would allow me to then get more strength. For the other Pokemon as well. I never did Flash again, did I? Yep. Come on, Bert. Or Vera. Flash. I should call Vera Vera. You're supposed to be attached to your Pokemon during a Nuzlocke. And I am. Like, even if it's just this sheer amount of work that I've put into these Pokemon already. I don't want to see them permanently fade, so to say. Okay, let's see. Can I switch against this one? I can. Good. Slowly but surely getting the speed EVs that I need. Oh wow, only 1 damage. So let's say it's 2, which means 4 on a crit, 8 on a super effective crit. Let's say 3, because this was 2, which means 6 on a super effective hit, and 12 on a super effective crit. Okay, I have a measurement. What level is he? 4, which is like the... It's slightly under the maximum level for... So it should be fine. I could go back towards the other grass. But I don't think I will just yet. Actually, what might be the more effective thing to do? Stay here. It's 12. Yeah, I only have 35 out of. Or 30, so I'm... I need to check what the next best place is to get Pokemon. Or strength EVs. But I should probably do that off camera because... Huh? Why isn't this doing anything? Oh, that's why. Well, bury them with the bulldozer. Full heal, okay. No shinies, no Growzart I can switch in on. It's really starting to be annoying that I'm not getting the Pokemon that I want. But what can you do about it? I'm EV training, so I guess I'll just have to run back and forth. And I knew beforehand that it was only like a 12.5% chance to encounter the right Pokemon, taking into account the ability already. But still, that meant that I had to encounter about 2,000 Pokemon for all EVs. I'm like less than 50 off for 3 of them already. Though the 2,000 was for all 6 of them. But I am over half, so I've had more than 1,000 encounters. Yet I still haven't seen a shiny. So yeah, that's kinda... Come on. Well, at least it's another Growzart for the speed EVs, but I really wanted the the shiny as well. Please tell me it's a good growth art. It's a good growth art. Excellent. And with that, I should be able to switch the rest of them in and get the entire team speed EVs. Okay. Switch. Walter. Again, for those that do not know, it's Walter as in the puppet from Jeff Dunham. Why? Because angry creature. I wanted to say, does he have anything else in common with Walter from Jeff Dunham's show, but he's not balding, hair color isn't the same, nose ain't the same, so I'm pretty sure my Mankey isn't married. He's just grumpy and angry, as all Mankeys are. And another viewer joined the chat. Well, not the chat, but like the stream. So hello to that one viewer. I should be looking there, not there, even though there's my viewer count. Run. I don't need to fight the rule. Let's see. What else do I need to do? There's nothing else I need to do. There's just trying to encounter more Pokemon, I guess. So what else is there? No. Oh, I should clean my nails though. Another growth art, good. Please tell me I can switch in and out of this one. I can, good, that's more speed EVs. If it will keep going like this, I might be done relatively soon. Not this stream, but still. Wait, did I forget to take the item from Timon? No, because I was looking at Landhorse's item. I feel like Landhorse's name isn't gonna be that appropriate in a while. Once it evolves though, because he becomes more dragon-like. Okay, I get a spam message. Let me just ban. Luckily the automat already got rid of the message, but still. Don't want them to bother any other streamers. Don't even have the decency to follow first. Yep. And they're gone. So the one viewer that was here was just a bot, apparently. Well, not the one follower, like the one viewer that joined just now. If only I got more people watching those, like specifically chatting, because you know it's a bit easier. Like I said before, like at the beginning of this stream, or at least somewhere in the beginning, I'm pretty sure. It's just that much easier to talk to people than to just talk to yourself. Because at some point you're running out of things to say. Which, yeah. Like, yeah. It's just like that. And if you actually have some feedback, or at least not even feedback, but correspondence? No. Well, basically somebody talking back to you. You can, you know, actually start a conversation instead of just rambling. Which I'm doing right now, but rambling isn't that... yeah, it's not easy to just ramble. And I don't just want to say nothing, because then there's gonna be long silences. And yeah, still, EV trading isn't the most entertaining, neither to do nor to watch. So I'm getting that a lot of not a lot of people are watching. Let me put it that way. And I can switch. No, not the bag. Bulldoze. Bury that Gozard. Grozard. Take the item of full heal, that's good. Overrule, eh? Yeah, no. If only it was a shiny. Well, Grozard is good too, because speed EVs. Please tell me I can switch. I can switch. Yes, I'm making movements. Can't. Maybe I can use some additional music though. Other than just the Pokemon music. Luckily I can use it in the video because it's not official Pokemon music. So I don't have to worry about that, luckily, with this game. Take Ultra Ball, okay. Yeah, no, I still have to do a lot of encounters, so I don't have to check the EVs. Oh, I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours now. In this stream, I mean. Dunsparce. One of the best Pokemon in this game by like level 57, I believe. Can I switch? I can switch. Means I can switch all the other Pokemons in and get them the speed EV that I'm looking for. Alex. Alright, so Alex's HP can now also drop to like 16 and still is fine. 15 however is too low. Actually 16 is too low. And for Walter I might go heal anyway. Because they are missing so much that the crit would put them under the healing threshold for the Oranberry, and I don't want that to happen. Ready? A miss. Scratch. It doesn't matter. Pokemon, take the item from Timon. Well, fine. I'll fight this one. Let's see. Can I switch? I can switch. Okay, good. At least that's something. Alex. Oh, heads. Not doing great. Sand attack, eh? Vera, good. I'm pretty sure that birds like Vera would eat small lizards, though. Cue the lizard meme. There was a knot in the hair of my beard. Wait, did I miss an ember or something? I probably did. Okay. Pokemon. Timon. Item. Take. Antidote. Good. Now to go healing. Plants are still just sprouts. That's unfortunate. Walked up against the tree. Oh. I let go at exactly the moment the encounter started. That happens a lot. I wonder if like the change in the screen is what triggers your brain to be like, wait, there's something there, and then you're like seeing the additional blackness and you're like, oh okay, I should do that, and within those fractions of a second that goes through your head, and only then do you realize, wait, an encounter is already starting. Because it often feels like, oh yeah, I should do this and this at exactly the moment an encounter starts. At least I've experienced that quite a bit. Not sure about anybody else. Run. Now if only the fog out of my head could be lifted. Like, like there's just pressure on my head. I'm playing with my knife, okay. Well, not knife. Saw. Let me just... Let's see. Can I switch it in? Yes, I can. Pokemon, Alex, and switch them in. Let me put the saw back in. Walter. Pokemon. Alright, last but not least, once more, Rappy. Let me just go here, I guess. I'm not in the middle of the screen anyway. Okay, X, Pokemon, Timon, item. Take, Super Potion, good. Yes, right. Arrows, walking, encountering a new Growthart. That's a Tonemy, not a Growthart. And for a moment, I don't know why, but I thought, wait, what? A Shinx? It opened up when I was spinning it. Also, to be clear, it's a nail clipper. Not something to. It's not like if it hits me in the face. Like, sure, if it hits me in the face, it hurts because it's a nail clipper. It's metal. But it's not like I would cut myself doing that. Though my finger did get kinda hot from the spears rotating over my finger like that. Well, no, not Nuzlock. I said enter. Don't make me repeat myself, game. Oh, wait. I saw a double for a moment, so I was like, wait, what? 119 follow? No, 19. That makes more sense. Okay, that's the Growthart defeated. Means Timon found another item. Take antidotes, fine. I sold like 30 of them not too long ago, so I can use some more antidotes, I guess. Where's that from again? I have this like music. Oh, right. I know where it's from. The one music that keeps returning in my mind over and over again throughout the years. Because I've heard it so many hours. Casino Underground. Yeah. I've got a couple of those songs that once in a while just pop into my head. Another one is the dance music from Sid Meier Pirates. That one too, because I played it a lot. And like a lot. Though that... I'm pretty sure that was even pre-Pokemon for me. So yes, I played that game before I spoke English. Oh no. I know I missed the two D&D sessions, but why are people rolling D100s right now? That's worrisome. What's this? Oh no, they're talking about a hive mind. And like, they were playing today, so I'm not sure what they're doing right now. Because if they would have been playing today, I would not have been here for streaming. Like, we play on Saturdays during the day. Alright, that's Vera. Oh, one more switch. Yes, everybody is being sent in. Ember. Take Great Ball. It's good. Yeah, it's fine. Don't need to do that right now, right? Yeah, no. I need to switch. Yes, more switching. More switching. Come on. Switch, switch, switch. And Ravi. Fights Ember. And now to take the item from Timon again. What is it? A hyper potion. Good. Very good. Dunsparce. Tone me. Come on, game, give me that shiny already. It's about due. At this point. At the very least, I feel like it is. Then again, when every other Pokemon is shiny, they're not special either. I've actually had that in Gen 4 with a cute charm Pokemon. Like, it legitimately happened. You know, for those that don't know, Gen 4 has a glitch where for some reason if your trainer ID matches something with a Pokemon with cute charm, it causes more shiny Pokemon to appear. I'm not exactly sure of the inner workings of it though. But I do know it works because like 1 in 4 Pokemon was a shiny when I had a cute charm Pokemon leading the party. Not that I did that in my main game, nor did I trade over those shinies because those felt like cheating. Let's see, Alex has been in the battle. Alright, switch Vera out for Rappy. How are Alex and Walter's HP? Those are fine, no need to heal. Good. Everybody gains their EV and some XP. And Timon has another item for me. Item take, what is it? Super potion, good. I feel comfortable taking the orange berries away from them. Actually, I am gonna let you keep it though. Now let's see. Walter. I'll still heal at about the same thing, but now the urgency isn't as high with the HP still that high. So I can allow it to drop a little under half. Because it no longer consumes those orange berries. First to switch to Rappy. Ugh, hiccups. Ember. And time to ask Timon for that item again. Let's hope it's something nice. Maybe a nugget. Escape rope? Fine by me. A growth art, eh? Let's switch then. What's the summary? By now I do want to. Alright. So I did in fact gain a couple more EVs. Scratch, eh? Doesn't leave a scratch. Well, actually it does. Okay, so I can expect a crit from a Alton to do 8 damage, I guess. Well, it's good to know. No, not fight. Switch to Vera. And then to Ravi. And then fight. Barely visible the amount of XP you get. Great Ball? That's in fact still great. Autonomy, however, is not. Speaking about Great Balls though, how many do I have? 73 Great Balls. I might have enough Pokeballs for the remainder of the run. Might. Oh, jaw cracking. Okay. That's not the Pokemon I'm looking for. Well, it is the Pokemon I'm looking for, but I'm looking for one as a shiny. Or at the very least, I would very much like one. Wait, what? Something's terrible, they say. What's terrible? Huh? Oh. That's, what was that again? Sounds familiar, but I can't lay my finger on it. That's a shiny. Well, back. Well, let me try this. Actually, it gives speed EVs, so I can also still train on the Pokemon by simply switching and only then catching it. Oh, I can't. Never mind. In that case, I will indeed try and catch it in a Premier Ball. Yes, of course I'll name it. That's the rules in the Nuzlocke, that they need to be named. He kind of reminds me of a panda though. I should check what he looks like evolved as well though. Okay. Should I just call it Panda? I feel like calling it Panda. Ah, Panda was sent to the PC. Oh no. Okay, no item for. Very well. Well, that was the shiny for the speed EV hunting. When I actually had already given up the hope for it. Oh, I did not think I would get it. So I guess I can use a Growth Art eventually if I really want to, or at least its evolution. But I don't think it's likely that I will. Like, not at all. Ah, there's another Growth Art, and this time it's a regular one. I must say that I do prefer the regular one over the shiny. Like, it has more color, quite literally. Oh, can't be switched. Okay. In that case, Bulldoze. Oh, and for the... Actually, I'm not... Let me put it this way, I said something terrible had happened, but it's so bad that I can't say it on Twitch. Nor YouTube. So, yeah. Not somebody I know, but like someone... like a colleague of a person I do stuff with. Then that's about everything I can say. Yeah, should be fine still. Like, sure, a crit would bring me to 12 or 10, depending on their attack stats, but... say... There's no way, no reason to really risk it as much, but so I'll go to the Poké Center after this. That way I can still reasonably save to an encounter if I do get one on the way out. Growl. That's fine. Here, have an ember. Well, I'm happy for today. I got my shiny. And I probably won't be asking for another one. Even though it would be fun, I'm not gonna be greedy and ask for another one. Huh. The plants have finally grown. No. First I should save. Am I glad I thought of that? Because last time it crashed at the Poké Center and I would have lost that shiny. Hello, Caleb. Not sure how long ago you sent it. Actually, no, you just sent that message because, yes. I just got myself another shiny. Look. Move Pokemon. Look, just got myself another shiny. To be clear, this is the regular form. Yes, and as you can see, I named it Panda because it slightly looks like a panda with a black and white. It's a black and white Pokemon. Which, in case you didn't know, is also the name of one of the games in the series, Pokemon Black and White. Well, two of the games, like, it's a generation, I should say. I healed my Pokemon, so that's good. Then I need to go back to my Pokemon, Vera and Flash. So how are you doing, Caleb? Ah, sleepy. Reasonable. How did... oh wow, my voice cracked. How did editing go? Because you said... Ah, that double sucks. But you said you were editing VODs for your YouTube channel. How did that go? Or at least preparing something for your YouTube channel, you said. Okay, not editing, you say. You can't edit? Okay. I mean, there are softwares for that aren't too hard to learn. Oh, like, you mean watching them just... So you were watching something, and you were watching something to, like, make your YouTube channel be recognized by YouTube as, ah yes, this is a real person. This is not just a bot that wants to post stuff. Yeah, okay. that's what you meant. Yeah, for those that don't know, if you haven't watched anything on a YouTube channel yet, or posted regularly, YouTube immediately suspects you're a bot. As such, won't push anything you create, nor allow you to do certain stuff. Which is quite limiting if you're trying to create videos. Even if it's just as simple as posting your VODs. Which, yeah. So if you ever want to create a YouTube channel and post and stream on it, or post streams from Twitch on it, I highly recommend to make the YouTube channel first and just log into it on your phone, and for the next couple of days, whenever you get a video recommended on where you normally watch YouTube, watch it on the channel you just made for streaming stuff or whatever you want to do. Simply because you're probably the kind of person that would watch your own videos, otherwise you wouldn't make them either. And that also does help YouTube recommend your videos to people with similar interests as you. And yeah, it helps, well, it makes YouTube recognize you as a person, so once you actually start uploading, it immediately knows you're a person and not a bot. Unfortunately, I did not know that before I started. So, my first few videos did not get pushed towards anybody. Alright. Well, you might hear me do a lot of rambling then. Because if people aren't here, I just mostly ramble to myself. Which, to be honest, you also do a bit while people are here, because you are responding towards yourself. But you're not rambling as much into the nothingness, because you're actually, you know, talking to somebody. So it gets a lot easier to talk as well when somebody's actually here, because you're responding to their questions, responding to whatever they're saying, but you're also reacting towards your own answer afterwards. Yeah, it is. But it's a lot easier when you have something to react to rather than just yourself. And when you have something to react to, not only do you have something to react to, you can even react towards your own reaction. Like I'm kind of doing right now. Where was I? Right. Rose Arts. So, if you don't mind telling me, what's the last video you watched? Or do you just have them on in the background and not actually watching them? Because I can imagine you just having them on and like studying at the same time. And or just having them on to get the YouTube account recognized as not a bot. Which technically is very similar to being a bot. What's this? Oh, speaking about bots. Let me just... ban. I'm so grateful for the automod. Blocking spam messages. Volume off. Alright. Clear. Meanwhile, the uncultured part of me wants to say, ugh, reading. But that might also be the dyslexic part. Yes, yes, that is. That is very nice of you. You're giving me views instead of one of those already big YouTubers. Maybe push it a bit in the algorithm. Though that would probably also make it that the algorithm might get a bit confused about what kind of people are watching it, but I don't mind. Anyway, if you're going to bed, good night, sleep well, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, that was nice actually talking to somebody for once. Pokemon Timon switching. Good, I can switch, which means more speed EVs. Let me think. What did they have again? Tackle, Growl, Charge, and Thunder Wave? No, not Thunder Wave. Thunder Shock, I believe. Growl, Tackle, Charge, Thunder Shock. Right. Bug Buzz, Very Wind, Tackle, and Charm. I wish it had Bug Bite because it's the better move for a physical attacker like Alex. Walter. Vera, yes. My ear was stuck, so yeah. Is there anything else that I need to do? I don't think there's anything else that I need to do right now, but well, yes, I need to press fight. I need to press Ember. Yeah, the viewer count dropped from 5 to 3 again. But my alarm for 11 AM, 11 PM just went off, which means that I need to go to my OBS. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a moment, because people don't want to see what I'm gonna be doing with that camera. Or at least how the camera looks with what I'm doing next. Oh, wait. Don't know what that was, but that was not supposed to happen. And I am gonna do something real quick. Oh, my phone is warm. Not hot, but definitely warm. Run. Quickly some hiraganas. Actually, oh. Too late. But it's just reading the hiragana here. I have no idea what it means. I can. Oh, didn't take anything. Yes, where is it correctly? Chi. Alright, I said I needed to. Alright, already did it. Can't listen right now. That, and that. No. That's better. I need to run from the totem. I don't need to fight it. Well, I don't need to run from it, but I'm not gonna fight it if I don't have to. because that would just be animal cruelty or Pokemon cruelty, I guess. Oh, Nathan. Yeah. I'm still used to them just loading through to this point from the regular games. Hakan, Chi, Joshu. Yes. Kia. Oh. Shikari. Of course, shouldn't fat finger things and put the wrong letters in. Okasan, Nissan, Nesan, Otto, and Obasan. Joe. Still, no idea what those words actually mean. This was just part of learning the hiragana rather than actual words. You know, learning a completely new alphabet is... Well, I say alphabet, but that's not actually what it's called. Double checking Discord for a moment, because a lot has happened, apparently. Not interested in that. Alright, not the Pokemon I'm looking for either. Well, I can close that now because I did that. Alright. They're talking about a... Would you like fries with that degree? Okay, didn't forget anything there. I don't have a cat picture to put in the camera part for now. Maybe I should have done that. Alright, caught up on that. I can put this back now. Rotate this. Put the camera back in position. Okay, and then I can... Where is it? OBS. Turn the camera back on. Good. Go there. Go there. Press that. Run from this. Yep, everything's done. thank you all for your patience with the camera. You might let me do some more educational stuff, since I've nothing else mentally going on right now with just running away from the Barul. Since Barul's a rock type, the Dutch word for rock. Actually, I was gonna say rock, but oh wait, a rock is a kei, and a stone is a stain. I almost confused the two with each other. But a rock and stone is not the same, because a stone is a rock. But stone isn't necessarily a rock, because you can have a layer of rock, which most often at that point is called the ground. But still. Where was I? Right, switching in Alex. I wonder, when do you call it a rock? Or when does it stop being a rock and starts being a layer of the ground? Because a chunk of limestone is a rock. But a limestone cave is just considered part of the ground. Even if technically the limestone at some point ends. Like you could say it's one big rock in the ground, which is just hollow in parts. So yeah, where does something stop being a rock and is part of the ground? That might actually be the same thing as when is it archaeology and when is it grave robbing? Though with that one specifically, it's more about intent than about age. For example, what most people sometimes say. I mean, even if it's 3,000 years old, if I'm just gonna take it for myself to get rich off of, it's still grave robbing. Or if you're just gonna use it for pigment to make something called, I don't know, mummy brown. Looking at you, British. Well, I guess the British did worse to mummies than just make paint out of them. So many mummies lost. Listen, I follow history stuff and read, and even though I just said reading about, but that's more like story reading, I guess. But yeah, I follow news stuff, I follow history stuff, I read such things, watch such things on YouTube from like other history, like actual people that studied it rather than just, you know, follows. How should I put this? I have approximate knowledge of many things. which is to say, I might know a lot, but not everything I know is right. A bit more towards you. Another growth heart. Let's see if I can get the speed EVs from this one. I can, good. And now looking at this growth art, I'm thinking of Panda. The shiny growth art I got earlier this stream. Actually not that long ago. And I'm just like, how should I say this? Let's see. Do I have a emote or something for it? Let's see, do I have an emote for this? Not by the looks of it, at least not right away. Let's see. Do I, no, I do not have an emote for this. Well, in that case, let me just do that again. Basically, what I was thinking about was the cat. Which cat? The happy one. Yes, I'm happy with that shiny, alright? Growth in its evolution might not be great Pokemon, but it's additional Pokemon in case anything goes wrong. I now have so many Pokemon that the run will never be ruined. I wouldn't like training them all the way up though. I wouldn't like doing that. But if I'll have to, I'll do it. Let's see. 30 is already too many. 23. 23 EVs left. And then I have all the speed EVs that I might need. Pokemon. Can I switch? I cannot switch. Which means it's time for bulldozing. Don't think that crit mattered. Okay. No growth arts. I can wave this. I can ride this wave for a while of this shiny. Just genuine happiness for it. Little panda. Run. Don't need to parole. Growzard, can I switch? I can, which is great because it needs more speed EVs. Yes. Switch in Alex. Yes. Not fight. I wanted to go to fight again. I might be a bit too combat minded with that. Oh, right. It's not Timon that has an item, it is Landhorse that still has an item. I am also glad I got it in a Pokeball that is like appropriate for its shiny form. Antidote, okay. Enemy. Still not important. The rule is not important. Dunsparce. Maybe by the end of this. I'll need to encounter like 4 Dunsparce by the end of this, probably. Because that's the EVs I can put into one more stat to make it matter. Oh no, a scratch. Anyway. I know, I've made that joke like 1,000 times already. Water. Oh no. Actually, that did more damage than I expected to on water. 3 damage. It took 10% of its health bar away. And there it was like 4%? No. Yeah. 4% on Vera. Ah, scent attack, eh? So what you're saying is Ember will miss. It will not. Good. Take the item from Timon. And I want to check Rappy's summary. Alright, 33 XP. 20. 21. 21 encounters, that's... Don't think that's still gonna happen today, though. It might, but I don't think so. Pokemon, switch them all in. I wish I could just automatically let them do this. Or you actually just skip the EV training and go in... Ah yes, the EVs are maxed. Like, Pokemon X and Y had a fun minigame to do it. Not that you needed to make Pokemon X and Y any easier though, by EV training. I really miss that minigame though, like, I think Pokemon should do that more often, like allow minigames etc. for training. Another thing that I think they should do is like make a bunch of minigames and make those minigames function in a similar to TMs. Like you're doing like an actual training montage basically, but it's the minigame. And yeah, I would prefer that over like TRs. Like that's what they were called, right? Technical records. The ones that break after one use in the new games. Like they don't. Those technical records just don't sit right with me. Finally! That were so many misses. Yes, run. Grozart. Okay, let's see if I can get the speed EV for the party. I cannot. Okay, in that case, bulldoze over it. Is the reason I have bulldoze because then I can bury all the Grozart? I might be committing eco-terrorism in the Pokemon world though. I shouldn't do this. Only once the speed EVs are done should I do the HP. Alright, I can switch. Itch. Switching Alex. I'm almost at 3.5 hours though. I think I'm gonna stop at 3.5, which is in a little less than 10 minutes. So I can still do some other stuff tonight as well. Yeah. Let's do it that way. Then I still have time to watch an episode of something. And relax a bit where I don't have to be on. Like I can just watch something and relax. Because even though I'm gaming right now, I'm not fully gaming relaxed because I am on, because I am constantly saying stuff. And normally you're not, you know, constantly talking, constantly trying to say something, your brain is just in a lower energy mode, I guess, while gaming. At least when I am normally. Like, mind you, this is fun. I love streaming this way. Having connections with people that come by, watch, and talk. It's great. But when you're just alone, it can be very draining to constantly try and be entertaining. So it's good to take a break and just relax as well. And like I said, I've almost been going for 3.5 hours now. I think that's long enough for today, with it being that late. I'm probably not gonna do another 9-hour stream in the near future, like I did a few days ago. So yeah. What did I even do that day that I got to 9 hours? Oh yeah, right, I had a cat cam while I was having dinner. That's how I got to 9 hours instead of 2 of 4. I still want to make this a like a proper video at some point when I finish everything. Which editing should do that. And yes, I can edit videos, though it's not as easy. And it's not easy because I just haven't done it that much. As well as not having great software. Like, my editing software. I have 2 editing software that I use. One for like shorts. Which I don't use often because I'm not making a lot of shorts. And that's Clipchamp. It's really only good when you're making something short. Like something of an hour or longer. Clipchamp can't handle that, apparently. It just glitches out. Bad quality of the video. Even if you use good quality video when going in. The one that I use for everything else, basically, is except short videos and like shorts, I mean, is Movie Maker, like the 2014 or something editing software. Which takes about as long to load the video in to actually start editing it as the video itself lasts. So yeah. Not the greatest thing. But it was free. You can no longer get that one as well. But it was free, like I said. And the only other thing that was slightly comparable is no longer free and good. Like, legitimately, I don't remember what the name was. But everywhere you looked, people were saying, ah yes, you can use this, which was... It works almost exactly like Movie Maker did back in the day. So it's a great editing software to start out with. It's free, and the things aren't like, sure, there is some stuff behind the paywall for advanced editing, but you don't need that. And then they just slowly but surely moved more and more stuff between the paywall. And now you can't even... And it was the only free version thing that didn't have a watermark that they talked about. And since they were since most of those comparing editing software keeps comparing stuff to Movie Maker, and I still had it, I just thought, yeah, I'll use Movie Maker. It's what I used at school back in the day. And since every time I got a new computer, I made a backup of the old computer and like put all the software onto the new one, I collected quite a bit of abandoned software over the years. Like another thing that I have that is no longer in use is Paint 3D, a program of Microsoft that they're no longer supplying, and I actually use it for my thumbnails, which might be quite visible sometimes that I'm not using a very advanced picture editing software. Actually it is, because you can make entire 3D models with it, I just don't know how to. I mostly use the 2D part of the 3D editing software, which works quite fine, because, you know, I can have my text appear a bit 3D with that quite easily. By simply making the 3D thing and then moving that over a picture or whatever, and then save as a JPEG. Yeah. I can also do some things with shading and other stuff on the thumbnail, so yeah, it's definitely not a bad painter, so to say. I can add text, like I said. I can add objects, I can add stickers, so I can copy paste something multiple times quite easy. Not that, oh, that's the wrong button. Not that all of you have something with that, unless you still have the program. And one of the nice things of abandoned software that no longer gets updated, it doesn't change anymore. So once you know how something works, you keep knowing how it works. Sure, it no longer gets updates, so it doesn't improve anymore, but you do while you use it. As well as, specifically nowadays, if it's abandoned, they can't put a paywall on it either. And since it's all local, they can't remove it. And not having to pay for things when you're starting out with something like this, definitely great. Alright, the 10-minute mark that I said I would go to has passed. So I'll just go until I find one more Growzart that I can train all my Pokemon on, to give them all an EV. And then I will go water the berries, and then I will end the stream. So all of you have a clear moment that the stream will end. Well, video, because people that are, there are no people in, actually there are people in stream. So good that I did say. But most people will probably see this on YouTube rather than on stream, because there's 2 other people here, according to the view counter. Though they haven't said anything. But that's fine. Where's the Growzart at? Where? Again, where's the Growzart? Give me that Growzart without Arena Trap. Mm-hmm. Alright, Grozart. Let's see. Pokemon. Can I switch? I cannot switch. So this is not the last Grozart. Maybe the next one will be. We'll just have to see. Take the item from Timon. Escape rope. Grozart again. Good. Now can I switch? Because that will determine if this is the last Grozart. I cannot, so it's not the last Grozart. Level up. Okay, I guess. I'm probably not gonna use Land Horse in the gym though. I feel like Land Horse is too overleveled to partake in the gym. Come on! Technically, most of my Pokemon are overleveled for in the gym. Like, the only ones that aren't overleveled are Walter and Alex. Like, even Timon and Rappy are overleveled by 1 level. Alright, let's try finding that Grozart. The Grozart that will allow me to get 1 more EV before I go to bed. Well, not go to bed, but like go do some more relaxing and not streaming. Just something before I go to bed to like calm down a bit, because you know, trying to stream is trying to be entertaining. Parentheses on trying. But you're actively doing something. So I'm just gonna watch something which is inactively doing something to like ease down a bit before going to bed. And with that, hoping that I have a good night's rest. Let's see, tomorrow is Tuesday. Again. Do I have something tomorrow? Yes. I'm supposed to help my mother and my aunt with something. Cleaning out my grandmother's house. Not that she has died, but she can no longer live at home because of a pretty heavy dementia. So yeah, clearing out the home. And since obviously I'm a bit younger than my aunt and mother, really again arena trap. I'm gonna try and be the one to lift stuff instead of them. Good luck to future me for actually trying to let them help me, or let me help them. Cause yeah. Alright, let's see. Does this one finally not have arena trap? come on! It's already quite a bit later than I said I would be going. Like at this point it's 20 minutes later than the point I said, ah yes, I'll go for 10 more minutes. Well, not 20, 15. 15 minutes later, just about. A bit more than, like it's in between the two. Ah. Now let's see, can I switch? Don't read my lips with that one. Luckily Google, ooh, nice, and nuggets, that ask for a save. Yes, run. Run again. Come on, give me that growth art that I can get EVs for everybody. That's a rule. That's not a growth art. I need a growth art. A growth art without arena trap. That's Tony. That thing is not even on the ground. Well, better. About the right shape. Still not the Pokemon I'm looking for. That's better. Now, can I switch? Finally. Alright, last Pokemon of the day. It's only 10 minutes later than I said I would stop. Well, 9 minutes, but by the end of the combat it will be 10. And then I'm still gonna do the berries. Like I said I would. Didn't think this would take so long. Or this long. Alright, final Pokemon. And it's indeed 10 minutes later than I said I would stop. In 1, 2, 0. Or 2, 1, 0, I guess. Alright. Everybody gains 5 XP. Rappy grows to level 16. Stats look decent. I'll take the item from Timon. Full heal, that's good. Save the game. Oh, the ground has actually dried. Like, it's not fully dry, luckily. Because then it would have been more white color. Or grayish? I no longer have to walk past these trainers carefully, except the one at the end of the road. That's a Burby. I need to walk past this trainer. Well, no longer need to walk by this trainer, I guess. Actually survived a hit this autumn. Well, I wouldn't call this a head start. I'd say I just skipped the trainer. Alright, save game. Okay. I am curious what item Timon is holding though. An antidote. Makes sense. Well, that was it for today. So, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. See ya!